Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Seattle Stitcher. My name is Megan. You can find me on Instagram as The Seattle Stitcher, on Ravelry as Seattle Stitcher, or you can email me at theseattlestitcher@gmail.com. If you have any troubles finding me, all of that will be in the description box below, but as I say, you are all very, very welcome here. As usual, I start with my starts, and one thing that I just could not wait to start was this National Gallery piece by Dimensions, I don't know how I got that far off, but I lack sleep. This is a DMC kit, not a Dimensions kit. This is a Bouchard painting. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm familiar with the artist, but I'm not sure the pronunciation. Sorry for the noise in the background. Malachi is in a huge playpen that has all his toys in it, so it's kind of loud. But yeah, I loved this piece. I think it's a beautiful painting. I especially love the vase on it. I think the vase is really pretty. I got this off of eBay, so there was a slice cut into the original packaging, but besides that, it was all intact. Everything was as it should be in the kit from DMC. I will say the kit quality, it's lacking. It is. I think for the price that you pay on the website, I mean, mind you, I got this for like half the price on eBay. So for me, great deal. 100% worth it because I'm getting DMC threads that are listed with the correct DMC number, which is amazing because then if I have leftovers, I can put them in my stash and it's not a big deal. But you literally get your DMCs on a like single piece of printer paper. And it's just cut into strips that are about the size of a regular thread card, which is normal, but the fact that it was just paper made it to where you definitely can't use those. Like you wouldn't be able to continue using them in the duration of the piece. It's not like anyone's going to stitch this in, a couple of weeks. Like it's going to take months to potentially years because it's a big piece and it's full coverage. The background and everything is all full coverage. So I did switch on over to these plastic thread drops. This was my project for a day because I didn't get very much stitching done in general because my hands have been hurting so bad, but I was able to do this in a day. Took me all day, but I was able to get it done. So I just label these with a Sharpie with my DMC numbers and they are ready to go. And like I said, the piece is full coverage. So even the back is stitched. So that's why you'll see a lot of 932 on here, but I'm excited about the piece. Honestly, I think that this is going to be the replacement for my Thea Gouvenier that I have currently going. I can't imagine myself finishing that piece. I think it's one that I took on loving the picture, but I don't think I'll ever have that kind of time. Maybe when my kids are a lot older, but I don't think that is a piece that I'm going to want to take on at, like once you get to a certain age, I'm not sure if that's a piece that I'm going to want to take on. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, I have a still life with flowers painting that is stunning by Thea Gouvenier, but it's massive. I mean, the piece of Ada is like half of my whole body. And it was a bit off more than I could chew kind of moment. I think I'm going to continue on with my Thea Gouvenier piece. That's the unicorn kit, but I think I am going to part ways with the other piece that I have by Thea Gouvenier. Mind you, I will say that is all within the bounds of Thea Gouvenier being my least favorite kits to work with. I just don't enjoy them. But like I said, just a really small start with this one. The girls and I have been doing this Peaky Blinders stitch. So we watch an episode of Peaky Blinders and we stitch while we're doing it. Haven't been able to do very much just in the recent days with my joint pain, but I did get a start on this. This was like one little episode, or I don't even think it was a whole episode because I think Malachi ended up needing me, but I did do a center start. This is in a Morgan hoop. So this would be all the called for flosses, which are the DMCs, and this is a fabric that came in the kit. I'm not sure what it is. It's a 14 count Ada, it says, but I'm not sure what brand it is. It's not listed. Yeah, love this. It's looking really good. This is a needle minder that I got from Mad for Minders. If you're curious, it's one of the acrylic ones. I really like the acrylic ones because they don't break. But yeah. Love that. So that's been a fun little start. Like I said, it's just kind of replacing that itch that I have for wanting a still life painting in cross stitch form. And I know it's full coverage, so it's still going to be a lot of stitches, but I still feel better about the choice of stitching this one instead of the Thea Gouvenier one. Do I think the Thea Gouvenier one is going to be more detailed and absolutely more beautiful? Yeah, it is. But I don't see myself having that kind of time. I'm going to keep it in my stash until Malachi is about 5-6 years old, which is the age of my daughter. She's 6, almost 7 now, I guess. But still, I'm gonna keep it in my stash for that length of time, just because maybe I will have more time then. You know, I remember that change with Amira, where her going to school really gave her a lot more independence, and she just wasn't really attached to my hip any longer. So we'll see. From there, though, I'm just going to talk about my whips. And the last thing that I picked up to work on is actually a really fun one for me. I love this piece. This is kind of like my Flosstube piece because I've asked you guys if you have a birthday in the like winter months to let me know, because this pattern is the Quaker Seasons of Friendship. And if you can see within this, there are a ton of initials. And so essentially you can squeeze in initials wherever you'd like within the piece. And I have been putting initials of people that watch my channel or people who have floss tubes that gave me their initials to put in, that I'm friends with, things like that. And so it's been a really, really fun piece for me. I'm going to ask one more time in this video if you are interested, just because it's been like a year since I started this on my channel. I think there's like 2,000 more people now than there was a year ago. So if you have a winter birthday, specifically winter, like it needs to be in the season that is deemed winter, because I'm only in the winter quadrant, then please let me know your initials. And if you're comfortable, please let me know your first and last name as well, if you're comfortable with that, so that I can write it down. Because I do plan on having like a running list of whose initials are on here and the first and last name. But I do, as you can see, have quite a few initials in here, but I'm just to the point of trying to add in a few more. But essentially what I've done from the last time you guys saw this, which I'm sure I'll popped up a picture, but I did complete this motif right here. And then I went in and I completed this motif right here. And now I'm up here trying to complete this next large motif, because from there I'll be able to work off where I can fit in some more. The next initials I have up to put on here is actually, there's a floss tuber that I love. I've been watching for quite some time actually, and she's called the Soulful Stitcher. I'll link her channel down below, but she gave me her initials on Instagram like a year or so ago, and so I am going to be adding her initials next. So yeah, really excited about that. And then I'll probably next from that do Diary of a Hyperactive Crafter, Melissa. I think I'll do her initials after that. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But again, if you have winter initials and you want your initials to be in a framed cross-stitch piece, because eventually this will be done, then please do leave them down below. And if you're curious about what I'm stitching this on, I'm using a 40 count Zweigart Antique White. So just a plain old white fabric. Kind of boring, but my floss was really the star of the show. And my floss is this beautiful Color and Cotton, which is Steadfast, my favorite cotton floss over dyed company. And this is the colorway Dracula. It's an absolutely stunning variegated red thread. I'll link it down below. I'm not sure if it's in stock or not, but it's definitely worth giving the Color and Cotton page a peruse, because their flosses are stunning and I love the way this is working up. I don't think it's highly variegated for me, but I don't think it's so like in your face that it looks like weird. I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes like if there's too many colors in a variegated thread, it can look muddy almost, like it just doesn't blend nicely. This is so seamless and gorgeous. I just love it. So yeah, I've been stitching away on this and I'm really happy with this progress. That's a lot of progress for me in my recent like month or so of stitching. And I just love it. It's so pretty. This is the full length of the winter quadrant. And I just have like, this is the like one full page. I don't know. The pages are weird on this one. So I'm going to show you the back of the page so you can't see the pattern. But essentially like what would be your one sheet of printer paper? That's what I have done. But as you can see, it's a full like folded paper. So I do have, you know, quite a bit to go. But essentially I have reached the full page finish and I'm on to the second half of that one page. But I love it so much. And I'm really excited to get into the other seasons. But since we're kind of moving on, you know, into the winter months, I definitely had the itch to pull this one out. And I've been working on a lot of kits lately. And sometimes I kind of miss the like daintiness of these kind of stitches. So you guys know I love a good Quaker. I love a good, you know, reproduction sampler. That's definitely my style. But lately I just find, I don't know, so much joy in stitching on kits. And I think it's because a lot of the kits are on Aida and they're so easy to stitch on. And that's been really enjoyable for me. Like it's easy for me to pass my needle through. I'm not having to really have a tight hold on my needle to move it back and forth on the linen strands. I'm just able to like poke it in and out, you know, of the Aida holes. And that's been really helpful for my hands recently. The next piece that I have worked on, I did show this in the last time I filmed, and I feel like I got a decent amount of progress. I think I have a picture of where I was before, so I'll pop that up when it makes sense for me to do so. But this is the Dimensions Gold in the pattern name is Guardian of the Sea. This is an out of print chart from Dimensions. You can buy it on Luca S. If I still have the screenshots of the Luca S one versus the Dimensions one, I'll pop them on the screen now so that you can see the difference between the two. I just preferred the color of the Dimensions one. And because it was so pink and beautiful and just vibrant, I wanted this one. I particularly love this slice of the skyline. I think even if you didn't want to stitch this whole piece, like if you just had a long frame of that, that'd be gorgeous. It's so pretty. So I'm really, really in love with this piece. I did start in the center. The center was pretty much the base of the, well, not the base, but like the middle of the lighthouse itself, which was a really fun place to start on the kit. I will say, since this one's a little bit of an older kit, sorry, I'm getting Flosstube nose, my nose itches. Because it's an older kit, I noticed, well, maybe it's not even this. I just noticed in this one, there's a lot of areas where it calls for half stitch, and there's a lot of areas where the half stitch is like 5 to 6 strands, 4 strands, whatever it may be. And in some of my other Dimensions kits, there's half stitch, but none of them have had that thick of a strand. I'm not minding it. I think it gives it dimension, which makes sense because the name, you know, Dimensions. But I'm following what it says. The only time I'm not is if it says to use 5 strands, I'm just doing 4 because I can put 2 strands of DMC and then do a loop start, even though I'm only doing half stitches. And that still works for me. I will say the other thing that I have gone ahead and done is I've taken all of the DMCs off of the original little floss cards and I've put them onto these floss cards that I get on Amazon. I will link these down below, but they work just fine. I don't have any issues with things tangling. I mean, I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if it was in the frame, but I just pulled these out of the bag and they were kind of all twisted up on each other and they just untangled perfectly. No issue at all. I know this is a pretty new kit that I opened though, like not as in the age-wise it's new because it is an out of print, but you know, I haven't had it in the bag for years and years. You know what I mean? So we'll see over time. Only time will tell. But this one is stitched on a 14 count Aida that is provided in the kit. Dimensions Aida is quite thick, but I really don't mind it, to be honest. It's not the worst. I honestly think that the Witch Old Lamb's wool is worse to stitch on than this. So if you like Witch Old Lamb's wool and you don't have a problem pulling through that, like 2 over 2 on that, you'll have a breeze with these. So here is where I got to. I did use this as a Peaky Blinders stitch as well. So I am absolutely obsessed with this. Okay, so anyways, where was I? I'm really happy with this. This is going to be a window here where there's all this yellow glow. That's the door. I think that's another window there. There's going to be like a staircase here, windows here that I haven't filled in. Ugh. I just love this so much. It's such a fun stitch. I honestly have no clue where I'm going to hang this. It definitely doesn't suit any of my decor that I have because I don't really have any like beach themed things, but I don't know. I saw the finish. I saw the finish on Reddit. This lady had finished it. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's so good. The colors are phenomenal. It's just one of those things where I think it'd look good in a plain frame. I think it'd look good in a crazy ornate frame with fun matting. I love it. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'm obsessed. And that is actually the last thing that I worked on. But before I move on into life stuff and knitting, I want to talk about all these fun things that I've been finding on eBay, guys. Like, why didn't anyone tell me eBay was so cool? Why didn't I know that? I should be the most mad at my dad because you know what? He loves eBay and he didn't tell me I could get all this stuff on eBay. But it's also partially his fault now that I know how to use eBay. Okay, so hear me out. One of my new favorite things is lowballing people on eBay. Am I saying that's the right thing to do? No. Should I probably be banned from eBay? Yeah, I probably should. And I can't stop. I can't stop. It's like it's literally a sickness that has taken over my body. And the worst part is that I have not been stitching very much because I have so much joint pain. And I can't stop buying things on eBay. So not only did I get that Dimensions kit for literally like half the price they had it listed for, but then I saw someone had these, there's a Thomas Gainsborough and a Thomas Lawrence painting set that are like commonly found together, which is Blue Boy and Pinky. If you're familiar with these artists, then you'll know the paintings already. You're viewing them in your head right now. I really, really wanted these as a needlepoint, and I was trying to look for a vintage needlepoint that was finished for my entryway, which I've been redecorating. If you guys watched my last Flosstube, you would have seen some pictures, which I've added more to, so I'll show you that in life stuff. But hear me out. I really want Pinky and Blue Boy, but when I found the needlepoint, when I tell you that it was simply the thing of nightmares. Like, who designed their faces to look like that? Who? And I simply could not traumatize my children to make them look at these needle points. And so I was looking around, but in my search for the needle point, of course, a lot of people don't know the difference that are not stitchers between needle point and cross stitch. And I found these kits. These kits are from like 1999. So I was a wee child at that point, but I did buy them. So here we are. Without further ado, Blue Boy. Isn't he amazing? I'm so excited. This does come on an Aida, but I am going to replace this with a natural linen, probably a 32 count, so I can stitch him 2/2. Isn't that fabulous? And even the background, this like sparse kind of flow of stitching, I'm obsessed. I love him so much. For some reason, I feel like I showed you guys this in my last video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Maybe you're gonna look at him again, but I love him so much, I don't care. And then here's Pinky. She's gorgeous. Gorgina. She's beautiful. She has like these big old full lips. Love her. I'm obsessed. The faces are really good. I might make her lips a little bit less full. They're a little big. She's a little, whereas he's like, and she's, maybe a little cute together though. But essentially, I want these hung like this in my entryway. And I do have a space right now that I can fit 2 oval pieces. I'm going to get something in the meantime to hang in that space so it's not this big empty hole. I'm actually meeting with my mom later today to look for some more art. But yeah, I love these so much. I love them so much. Oh, they're so good. And I got such a good deal because there was a seller who had both of the kits, full kits. I mean, floss, Aida, pattern, and the John James needle still in it from 1999. I mean, are you kidding me? So yeah, I can believe that. She sold me both for like 20 bucks. 20 bucks? Say no more. Say no more, sister. And then I had some happy mail in between my eBay purchasing, which is the Historical Sampler Society monthly subscription box, which I'm simply obsessed with. There was some tea in there, which is in my kitchen now. So sorry, you're not going to see that. There was this little guy. Look at him. Have you seen anything cuter in your whole dang life? Absolutely not. He's a little Christmas wizard. Look at him. He's ready to do a little spell. I love it. So yeah, I'm obsessed with him. Who knows if he's ever going to get put away. He might stay out all year round. And then this one had the cutest little like Christmas stamp pattern. I don't know how to describe it besides that. Let me find the pattern. Girl, where did you put it? There it is. Okay, and this one had the cutest little Christmas pattern. Look at that. I love it. And I think this would be really easy to swap out some of the colors. Like if you're into the pink Christmas, you could totally do like a pink Santa or change out this hat and make it green and whatever, it's like a teal blue right now. This little snowman, make him different color. The horse, you could make this so many different vibes because, there's so many different Christmas vibes. There's the black and white people. There's the blues and silvers. There's the traditional Christmas, gold, silver, black, reds, greens, which is totally me. I'm the traditional girl. I'm not going to lie, but I love this. And I did get the kit that comes with the linen, and look at this linen. I am obsessed. That is a good color. Oh, I love it. I don't know what this is. It has to be a Zweigart because look, it has the orange stitching. But ooh, I love this. This is a perfect olive green. Obsessed. And then you get your backing fabric. Super cute, basic little check. You get your DMC threads. Love that. Some bauble trim. Love her. And then you also get a needle, which is in here too. Little needle. Love that. I love the subscription box. It is so much fun. It's such a joy to open every single time I get it. And I'll link it down below. So if you wanted to subscribe, you are able to do so for yourself. It also comes with a little sweet treat every month. And this month it was some little shortbread cookies. And my daughter and I opened those and ate them the same day they got here. So they're long gone. I did make one more eBay purchase, but I swear it's my last one. I've called it quits. I need to delete the eBay app, okay? But I have one more thing coming to me in the mail, and I'm really excited about it because I got a Realize kit for $5. Stop it. That's so cheap. So I was specifically looking for kits that are from artists that I just really like, and I wanted, I wanted some paintings, but in cross stitch. And I found this brand, Candamar. I think that's how it's pronounced. But anyways, this is After the Harvest, which is a famous painting by this artist. I can't remember his name right now. I'll pop his name on the screen. But anyways, he's like a famous Afro-American artist. He has a lot of really nice sketches and stuff. And yeah, just really cool artist. But anyways, this one, After the Harvest, it was a complete kit. Everything's in here. Like I said, never heard of the brand, but this is After the Harvest. It's a really pretty painting of just like this field and a barn. And I don't know, it kind of looked like it'd be a lot of block stitching, and I really like it. I think it'd be really, really cool. I don't know how big it's going to be, but I don't imagine it being that large. Yeah, 12 by 16 is the finished size. Really, really pretty. So I picked up that one. And then I was on Facebook and I saw this lady in this group, Cross Stitch Unlimited, and she was posting a finish that her daughter did. And it was for William Morris's Strawberry Thief. And I asked, like, please send me the link for the exact pattern, because it was so vibrant. It was more vibrant than any of the like William Morris stuff that I'd seen. And so she did leave the link for the pattern. I bought it off of Etsy. So I did get this, but it's just a printed from Etsy kind of thing. I haven't kitted it up fully yet, because I definitely know I will probably stitch it on a dark blue Aida if I ever do get around to stitching this one. But I do need to actually just put this in my pattern book, which you guys know I got that all organized a couple of months ago. And I mean, great segue. I got that organized because I was really, really into watching all of the Skillshare videos and classes. I really got deep into the organizational courses with Skillshare, and perfect time for me to say thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I'm really glad that you guys reached out to me again, because I enjoyed my free trials so much, and I'm hoping that you guys enjoy yours as well. But this time around, I have been looking a lot into different Christmas crafts, because if you guys haven't ever watched before, or maybe you just didn't happen to ever catch it, I do have children, and my daughter, being that she is 6 years old, her big thing right now is drawing. She's really, really into drawing, and she really wants to be a painter, though, like not to be one when she grows up, but like she wants to get more into paints. And I did take a little peruse on Skillshare, and I found several different kids courses for little paintings and drawing classes and stuff like that. So I'm going to let her enjoy those, and that's what I've been enjoying on Skillshare this month. I do know, though, in the past, like I said, I've used it for organization. I have used it for how to create digital cross-stitch charts. I've used it for so many things, and even Notion. Skillshare is just such a broad spectrum site that allows you to take courses and engage with other people within the classes, which is absolutely amazing. So the first 500 people to click the link in my description will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today, guys. Skillshare is the largest learning community for creatives like you and I, and they have thousands of classes led by industry experts, from knitting to making my own cross-stitch charts, Notion, organization, all of the things that I have had the joy of partaking in. It has been such a fun pastime for me, and I'm excited to share that with my daughter, because even at 6 years old, Skillshare is easy enough of a platform for her to understand. You know, you click the little links, you go into your different classes, and I mean, it's that simple. So let me know what classes you guys are going to be taking. From there, though, I'm going to move on into life stuff. So like I said, I have been working on my entryway. I think last time I showed you guys, I had gotten my mirror delivered, and I think I got my shoe cabinet. So I put all that together, and then I decided to go to the at-home store and just go around to some other random little shops around town. And I have put together almost everything I need for my wall. Of course, I would love to eventually swap some of these things out with cross stitch, but right now, you know, here is where it's at. I'll pop a picture on the screen of what it's looking like. I really do love it. Today, I'm gonna go meet up with my mom and head out to the at-home store again, and maybe TJ Maxx, Marshalls, I'm not really sure, and look around for some other stuff, because I do have, like I said, a few empty spaces on the wall, and like if I could find some things that hang on wall, not necessarily like paintings, but little sculptures and such, that would be a great like textural element, like a 3D piece to add to the wall. So working on that, really enjoying the new couch. I've actually gotten some messages on Instagram about how I'm liking my new stitchy spot, and I do love it. Haven't been stitching a lot because my hands, they have been bothering me. I'm not gonna lie, I am really struggling. I'm pretty much waiting until I'm 1 year postpartum so that when I do go to the doctor, they take me seriously. I know that's unfortunate, but a lot of the time after you have a child, just in case you're someone who hasn't, if you're not aware, a lot of the time after you have a kid, your joints do suffer. So does your eyesight, many things in your body, they do suffer. And so I would just want to be taken seriously that this pain is not related to childbirth or being pregnant, that it is genuine, actual joint pain. So I am almost at a year postpartum, being that Malachi is 8 months old. He'll be 9 months coming up at the end of this month, which is crazy. It's going by so fast. Thanksgiving is only like a week and a half away. I literally am going to buy a turkey today, like a small one, and smoke it in my grill and see how it tastes, because I'm trying to perfect the smoked turkey so that I can do that for my family for Thanksgiving. I'm really excited about it. I really wanted to deep fry a turkey, but I just wasn't sure about, honestly, I'm scared. I'm scared to deep fry a turkey, okay? I want to do an electric fryer because I feel like that'd be the easiest. But then when I think about that, I'm like still terrified of burning down my parents' house on accident. Because when we do cook for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I go out to my parents' house and I do everything there because they have a huge kitchen. They just have a much bigger house. And so there's enough room for everyone to sit down at their huge table and everything. And it works out great. But I'm terrified. My mom's like, well, we could hook it up outside. And so we're thinking about it for maybe Christmas. We'll see. I'm waiting to see for Black Friday deals as well. If I can get a good deal on electric fryer, I might do it. I might pull the trigger. But anyways, I need to get a turkey today, a small one. And I need to like butterfly the turkey so that it's flat. And I'm going to try to smoke it. We'll see how that goes. I really hope it works out. Oh my gosh. I've never smoked a turkey before. So we'll see. I love cooking though. I love barbecuing. I love grilling. Should be a fun experience. And I think if it tastes good, I'll be even happier. But if it's a fail, I guess that's okay. I've never brined a turkey though. If you guys have a good brine recipe, let a girl know. I would love to know what you guys brine yours in, because that does actually seem like a relatively easy process to brine your turkey. And even if you just pop it in the oven, it's a great meal that lasts you several days, so anyway, all that to say, I'm getting ready for the holiday season. I'm, ready for all the Christmas. I'm so excited. I did already decorate for Christmas, but I didn't want to put my Christmas tree behind me just yet. We got to enjoy Thanksgiving first. Malachi is doing really, really well. He is just growing. He's so big. He can stand all on his own. He can crawl all on his own. He sits up on his own. He walks with the walker and he walks in his little walker as well, really well. So it's crazy. It's crazy how fast it goes by. And Amira's doing good. She had her parent-teacher conference, did amazing. She's awesome. We're so proud of her. And she is just living her little life, man. It sucks because it's getting dark out so early now. And every day she's like, can I go outside? And it's after school, 4 o'clock, and it's already dark, like 4:30, it's dark. And so I'm like, ugh, I don't know, honey, I don't like it when she's out there past when it, light. Once the lights come on, you gotta come in. That's the rules, you know what I'm saying? So I've just been enjoying that and, trying to do what I can. I did get a lot of recommendations for you guys on like how to help with the joint pain and stuff. So thank you so much if you're someone who left a recommendation. I've been using BioFreeze and stuff like that, and also wrapping my wrists and hands and stuff when I'm like really having a bad day. And that's been helpful for sure. It's definitely just one of those things where it's hard because, with a baby, it's like I can't just not change his diaper, but trying to wrestle his little legs to put a diaper on him and stuff. Oh man, that's a struggle. But yeah, I'm excited for today because I get to go and see my mom and hang out with her. We're going to go to the mall. And like I said, I'm going to go shop around for some more artwork for my wall. And yeah, it should be a fun day with Malachi. And Amir's at school right now because it's a Friday. But hopefully this will be up for you guys to view soon. And I will catch you guys next time. As Malachi says, have a great day. Love you so much. Bye. Okay. I had to get up and put Malachi in his baby jail, which is like a huge playpen that my mom bought him. So shout out, Mom. It's just going crazy over there. We'll take a break. Intermission. Brief intermission provided by Malachi Lunalilo Babaucha. Get off of your piano that makes sounds. Don't sit on it, okay? We're not doing well. we're not doing well, mentally or physically. Is my